Hi, welcome to your final session of the webinar The Perfect Perks. I want to start with a huge acknowledgement for you, all the participants in this webinar. I want to acknowledge you for allocating time in your life for that which matters the most to you, which is your joy, your happiness, your achievement, your growth, the quality of your life, all around. Looking at everything that you're doing right now affects the quality of your life. Imagine right now, with everything that you have learned in this webinar, not only that you can go through your own life and take on the next and the next and the next breakdowns and generate new commitments, new breakthroughs, but also you could put this tool to the service of the people that you care about, which can be, people in your family, your friends, or strangers on the street. Look around. Just look around you and ask yourself, with the technology that's in my possession right now, that's in my tool belt, would that make a difference in the world around me, in the places I go, with the people I talk to? Yes, of course it would make a difference, a huge difference. So I want to acknowledge you for being the kind of person that now is readily equipped to make a difference in every place that you go. Let's take a look over the steps of the method that we just have discovered for ourselves, because I have discovered it as much as you did, even though I was the one to create it and write it. So, and why am I even saying that? I have discovered so many things in between the first session and today. Things that I had never thought as being possible. Things about my physical limitations. I hit great achievements in my running, in my relationship with my wife, in my relationship with my family, in my health, everywhere. And I'm sure that you have done the same thing and you have experienced the same thing for yourself. So feel free to take on any breakdown that occurs in your life starting today. Any. And go through all the steps of the method. Remember, the first step was to declare your breakdown, to put the finger where it hurts, to have the power to call it out, to have the inspiration of saying, okay, I got it, it's a breakdown. That is a big thing. That is a huge step. Why? Because people around don't just do that. We tend to overlook it. We tend to dust it off, to put it under the carpet. We tend to pretend it's not there and never deal with it. And I want to acknowledge you for doing just that in that first step. Otherwise you wouldn't be here today. Second step was discover your declared commitments and your hidden commitments. And remember, declared commitments is everything that we say we would do. I would run, I will get married, I will build the hotel, whatever that is. And then inquire into our actions and see what lies beyond those actions. What should be my hidden commitment in such a way that I'm sabotaging my relationship with my family? What should be my commitment in such a way where I'm eating at midnight every day? So those are our hidden commitments, and you've done a great job discovering them, because again, you would not be here today. Discover your fear factors. That was a tough one, wasn't it? That is riding the roller coaster. That is going to a place where you remember you hit that wall and you always want to turn around. But this time it was different. This time you gathered the power, the determination, the concentration, the focus, and the inspiration to face it, to look at it, and pick yourself up and get yourself in the mood, in the emotion, and the power to look at it and create new ways of dealing with it. And again, you've done it. Congratulations. The next step was the beaten path. Is that path that we got so used of going back and forth, of always taking the same actions, from facing our commitment, wanting to have it, but always taking the same actions that will generate our breakdown. That's why I call it the beaten path, is because we're so used to it. We're so used to failing over and over and over again with steps that are so predictable. It's like a weathercast. And again, the only reason you are here today is because you have discovered your beaten path and you chose to sidetrack it. You chose to go a different way. You chose not only to invent a new path to the jungle, but create a highway out of it and generate for yourself a brand new future. I really want to acknowledge you for that. That is a big, big thing. The next step was the action breakers. Those magic sentences, magic declarations that once we say, we're just the excuse from anything that's possible out there. Once we put into existence the action breaker, we don't have to do anything about our commitment anymore. It was really painful for me to discover how powerless and without concentration and responsibility I was left every time I would reinstate those action breakers in my life and declare them. Next step was discover the source. That was a great one, and it is a great one, because it takes courage to go back to the source, back to the very first event that generated that rupture, that broken communication, or that circumstance which got you stopped in such way where you declared whatever you declared about yourself, just like I did. It's who we are as humans, and we're always gonna be the same. Now anyhow, we have this magic tool in our tool belt which can make a huge difference for us, for everyone, and for everybody around us. The next step was healing the broken commitments and starting patching those wounds and starting recreating ourselves into that which mattered the most to us, which is the broken communication, the untaken action, the unsaid words, the things that we should, we would, and we could have put in that past of ours in such a way where today's commitment is here, realized and present. And this step is really precious to me and is really something that is of great value. Why? Because every time you get to revisit those events from the past, you do get to relive it, right? You do get to stare at the former self in the eyes and establish a different kind of relationship by using compassion, forgiveness, by inspiring yourself from here all the way to the place where that rupture occurred. It takes courage. I cried for days. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cried for days. No, I'm lying. I cried for weeks because I did not stop when I invented this method at the very first breakdown. I took on more and more and more, and I revisited most of my events in my life in such a way where right now I can look into my past and be at peace with myself, with others, with the things I'd say. I'm gonna take a slow turn here and wanna acknowledge something of my personal transformation going in within this method. The things that used to fire me up in my life, not only that have disappeared by using this method, but also when I hear things that other people are saying to me, I don't just get fired up anymore. Having dealt with all my breakdowns that I know of, left me free in within my world and also in the world of others. I have people coming to me and talking about things that used to light me up, used to fire me up, and now they just don't. And guess what's left there between me and them? Compassion, forgiveness, inspiration. It's instant healing for people being around you. It is. Because they don't get to be hurt again and again and again by walking around the world with an incomplete event. They do get forgiveness by being in your presence. Being in the presence of someone powerful, confident, and authentic to his or her own life. This was a really great step. Congratulations for having everything it took to be in it and to complete it. The next step is creating parallel lines of past. When we gather the forgiveness, we do see other ways being possible. We do get to stand in that past of ours and look, how could have been this happening in a different way? Most of the times humans are bound by lack of creativity in regards to the events that happened. This step specifically generated creativity in a way where it wasn't possible before in the things that happened for us and in the things that hurt us. We got inspired into standing into one location of our past and be creative. That's just awesome. Imagine repeating that over and over. Be creative with who you used to be in such a way where today you are who you want to be. That's just a pure bliss. Thank you for going through that step. The next step was regeneration. Regeneration in creating the new commitments, creating ways and actions that are sourced from a healed heart and mind and person. Remember, our discussion in that step was, if I take actions when I'm angry, if I take actions when I'm depressed, if I take actions when I'm resigned, the results of those actions will be the results of an angry, depressed, resigned person. What we have done in that step is start shifting who we are as the source of our actions and results. And now looking at our actions and results, we get to see that they are the actions of a healed person. Of a person that is sourced by compassion, by inspiration, by forgiveness, by everything that you want to put in that person, which is you. And the last step, your new future. And that is the peak of the creation and within this webinar. Is daring to look up in life and generate yourself as the person who you want to be, is the person who can reach for the skies, shoot for the stars, and if you don't get the stars, at least you end up with the moon, which is just beautiful. That's what we're made of. We are made of such incredible power and intention and will. And this webinar was created for you to unleash just those. We're at the end of this webinar, and I really want to acknowledge you guys for being here and going through the whole experience. I really want you to go out in life and make a difference for about anyone that comes your way, because there's never two people crossing paths with no purpose. The law of integrity will always put us in the right place for us to generate the vision of our commitment and our intention. Also, I want to invite you to my next webinars and seminars, and I really want to invite you to read my book, The Performance Optimizer. It's something that really shifts one life. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being me along this path all along. Thank you for your patience, for your discoveries, for your greatness, for the tears and the smiles and the happiness that you have been through. And thank you for the difference that you will make in the world with the brand new person that you are. Because every day we are becoming brand new people, just the way we intended. Every second we can be this person and this person and this person. Have a beautiful life. See you next time. Have fun, guys. Go out in life and have fun. Bye bye.